name is Lucy.
And today is Thursday, January 7th, 2021.
On a related note, one of our directors said they'd come back in 2 years the day before New Year's.
Please let us know if you've seen them.
On a different note, there will be new 6th graders coming to Graham in a while.
We have a Flipgrid that we've set up to help you share your advice with the incoming 6th graders. We really hope that a lot of the incoming 7th graders will share their advice because they've been in 6th grade most recently and will know the ropes.
We also request that you complete our New Year's resolution Flipgrid.
We interrupt this broadcast with breaking news.
Hi, I'm Coral Azus for CNN 10, your objective explanation of world events. Trouble at the U.S. Capitol leads off today's show. Yesterday, lawmakers from the House of Representatives and the Senate met to formally count the Electoral College votes from November's presidential election. While that process was playing out, thousands of people gathered in Washington, D.C. to rally in support of U.S. President Donald Trump, who addressed the crowd on Wednesday afternoon. Afterward, demonstrators marched to the Capitol building, and some of them began pushing back police. Then a group of protesters, characterized as a mob by witnesses, breached the barrier outside the Capitol and forced their way into the building. It was put on lockdown. Vice President Mike Pence, who was there for the vote count, was evacuated, along with House and Senate leaders. Lawmakers were told to shelter in place. Some parts of the Capitol building, including the office of House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, were damaged. Gunshots were fired at one point, and officials said a woman had died, though there weren't a lot of details on that last night. A little after 2:30 in the afternoon, President Trump sent out a tweet telling people to support law enforcement and stay peaceful. He sent a similar tweet a little more than half an hour later, but current and former politicians, Republicans and Democrats, pressured the president to do more to encourage an end to the situation. At around 4:15, he spoke in a video disputing the results of the election again, but also telling his supporters at the Capitol that law and order were necessary and that it was time for them to go home in peace. Law enforcement workers continued clearing out the Capitol, and as the sun went down Wednesday evening, a Capitol official said the building had been secured. President-elect Joe Biden, along with dozens of American and international politicians, said they were deeply troubled by yesterday's events, and lawmakers there then got back to work trying to decide how to move forward on the electoral vote count. Okay, that's one political headline from the United States. The other we're covering today concerns U.S. Senate results from the state of Georgia. It looks like Democrats have won both of the Senate races there. On Tuesday night, as results came in, CNN and other media organizations projected that Democratic Senate candidate Raphael Warnock defeated incumbent Republican Senate candidate Kelly Loeffler. Yesterday, with 98% of the results in from the Peach State, Reverend Warnock had received 50.8% of the vote, while Senator Loeffler had received 49.2%. So a very thin margin between these two candidates, and it was even thinner in Georgia's other Senate race. As of yesterday evening, Democratic Senate challenger Jon Ossoff had gotten 50.4% of the vote, while Republican Senate incumbent David Perdue had gotten 49.6%. But enough of the votes were in for CNN and other media organizations to project that Ossoff had won that race. Based on results from the November 3rd presidential election, the two Democrats' projected victories give their party 50 seats in the 100-member Senate to match the 50 seats held by Republicans. But analysts say that effectively gives the Democrats control of the Senate because any votes that split 50-50 will have the tie broken by the vice president, and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris is a Democrat. So if these results are all certified, Democrats will control the House of Representatives, the Senate, and the White House, and that will make it easier for them to pass the laws they want without having to compromise with a Republican-led Senate. President-elect Biden has said his first priority will be to decrease the spread and death rate from COVID-19, and that's a challenge leaders are facing around the world.
You know what's pretty POG?
What?
Next week is Parent-Teacher Conference Week, so it's going to be minimum days.
That is pretty pog.
The POG camps, though, are only for the parents who've already signed up for parent-teacher conferences.
If your parents still haven't signed up, it would be pretty pog to let them know.
Now, for a pretty basic Thunder Thursday, since we kind of ran out of time on this one. When kangaroos are born, they're only about the size of a jelly bean and taste like a very kangaroo baby flavored jelly bean.
About 1% of the population is non-binary.
Capybaras are the largest rodents.
When zebras are born, they have brown stripes.
Italy holds the record for the largest pizza.
We hope you enjoyed Thunder Thursday
And have a great day. Be healthy.
stay clean
Beware of wolves in just general.
and
Go Bears. Brought to you not so live by GMSTV.